Hello, my dear students. A very warm welcome to you all. In this first lecture video of business studies, I promise you all that I will try my best to make you understand the whole chapters and all the contents and topics of those chapters so that you can understand it very well. As we know that class 12th business studies comprises of two books, book 1 and book 2. This is the book 1, business studies part 1, which has got the heading or the title principles and functions of management. So first we will be doing all those 8 chapters of book 1. The first chapter of book 1, or you can say that the first chapter of business studies of class 12 is nature and significance of management. We all know that management is very much important or essential for all the organization, big or small, profit or non-profit, services or manufacturing. Management is necessary so that individuals make their best contribution towards the group objectives, or we can say that management means manage the men and the T. Men means human resources, T means things. Things comprises of both money and machines. Or the concept of management says that management is a process of getting things done with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. Management aims at guiding the efforts of all the people towards achieving the common objective, a goal. Or you can see the definition also. Management in all business and organizational activities is the act of coordinating all the efforts of people to accomplish desired goals and objectives using available resources efficiently and effectively. Clear? Now we need to analyze this definition. There are certain terms which requires the elaboration in management. These are process, efficiency and effectiveness, or we can say that process, effectively and efficiently. Let's see what are they. Process in the definition means the primary functions or activities that management performs to get things done. These functions are planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Now, efficiency. It means to do the work efficiently in cost effective way. It means doing the things or tasks correctly and with minimum cost. There should be a kind of cost benefit analysis involved, and the relationship between inputs and outputs should be calculated, and they must use less resources and get more benefits out of those resources. And finally, effectiveness. Effectiveness in the management is concerned with doing the right task, completing activities and achieving goals. Basically, it is concerned with the end result. Means you have to finish the job. So, to conclude with, it can be said that the management is doing the work not only in cost effective way without wastage of resources, but also within time to achieve the organizational goal. And management is the combination of all the functions of management to get the goal of the organization. Effectiveness and efficiency are different but are interrelated. For management, it is important to be both effective and efficient. Effectiveness and efficiency are two sides of the same coin, and these two aspects need to be balanced and management at times. So they have to compromise with efficiency sometime to become effective. But it is important for management to achieve goals with minimum resources as possible. You can see in this flow diagram that company or the organization is using their resources efficiently to come out with the output and they are meeting the target, it means that company is very effective in producing the result. After going through some of the definition, the management guru found some elements in all those definition which are called the basic characteristics of management, or you can say that what features of management. Features of management are: management is a goal oriented process, management is all pervasive, management is multidimensional, management is a continuous process, management is a group activity, management is a dynamic function, and finally management is an intangible force. Now let's see all these characteristics one by one. The first characteristic is management is a goal oriented process. Management always aims at achieving the organizational objectives. The functions and activities of manager lead to the achievement of organizational objectives. An organization has a number of basic goals which are the main reasons for its existence. Management integrates the efforts of different individuals in the organization towards achieving these goals. The success of management is measured by extent to which the established goals are achieved. Management is pervasive. It means that management is a universal phenomenon. The use of management is not restricted to business firms only. It is applicable in profit making, non-profit making, business or non-business organization, even in a hospital, school, club and house. Everything has to be managed properly. The concept of management is used worldwide. It is not restricted to one place or one country in the world. The next is management is multi-dimensional. Management is a complex activity that has three main dimensions. That is management of work, management of people, and management of operations. Let's see what are they. Management of work. It means that all our organizations are set up to perform some task or goal. Management activities aim at achieving goals or tasks to be accomplished. The task or the work depends upon the nature of the business. Management must make sure that the task is achieved effectively and efficiently. Now, management of people. People refers to all the people working in an organization or the human resources, and they are the most important assets of an organization. An organization can win over their competitor or competitors with efficient employees, even if they are similar in all other aspects. Management of people has two dimensions. The first one is it implies dealing with employees as individuals with diverse needs and behavior, means taking care of employees' individual needs, and it also means dealing with individual as a group of people, means taking care of group of people. And the third one is management of operations. Basically, management of operation is equal to the sum total of management of work and management of people. In order to survive and grow, each organization has to provide goods and services. So they require some production process in which inputs are converted into desired outputs. So the management of such activities, such operations have to be taken care of to reach the organizational objectives. So we can say that management of operation is connected with both the management of work and the management of people. Management is a continuous process. Management is a continuous or never ending functions. all the functions of management are performed continuously and simultaneously by the managers all the time. Management goes on without break or gaps. It involves continuous handling of problems and issues. The next characteristic is management is a group activity. Management always refers to a group of people involved in managerial activities. The managerial functions cannot be performed in isolation. Each individual performs his or her role at his or her status and department, and then only management functions can be executed. Even the result of management affects every individual and every department of the organization. So it always refers to a group effort and not the individual effort of one person. As we can say that organization is a collection of diverse individuals with different need. Every members of the group has a different purpose for joining the organization, but as members of the organization, they work towards fulfilling the common organizational goal. This requires teamwork and coordination of individual effort in a common direction. At the same time, management should enable all the managers to grow and develop as needs and opportunities changes. Management is said to be a dynamic function. Management has to make changes in goals, objectives, and other activities according to the changes taking place in the environment. The external environment, such as social, economical, technical, political, and economical environment, they have the great influence over the management. As changes take place in these environment, same are implemented in organization to survive in the changing and competitive world. So they have to adapt themselves to the changing environment in order to survive. And now finally, the last characteristic is management is an intangible force. Management function cannot be physically seen, but its presence can be felt. The presence of management can be felt by seeing the orderliness and coordination in the working environment. It is easier to feel the presence of mismanagement as it leads to chaos and confusion in the organization. The effect of management is noticeable in an organization where targets are met according to the plans, employees are happy and satisfied, and there is orderliness instead of chaos. So finally, the characteristic of management is over, and I thank you all for your kind attention. Once again, we will meet you in the second lecture video of the first chapter, which will contain objectives of management, importance of management, and nature of management. Once again, thank you all.